Hey folks, well, it's time for Macaco training. We're going to do this in 3 parts. So we're going to start with strength training, then we're going to do the basic movement, and then we're going to have a third video looking at actually how do we nail the Macaco and complete the movement. Okay, so we'll start with strength training, and Macaco uses a lot of different parts of the body. So we're going to focus on glutes, we're going to focus on thighs, we're going to do some abs work, and then finally we're going to do a little bit of work on shoulders. Okay, so I'm going to very quickly run through all those movements. Do practice them more at your own leisure at home. Okay, let's start with the glutes. So find yourself a bit of floor, sit down, and from here, the easiest thing to focus just on the glutes, lie on your back, knees bent, and just bring your hips up and tense your hips. Down and up. Squeeze those glutes together at the top and down. Up and down. Up and down. You can make that a little bit harder for yourself and give you more strength training. The straight leg and go up and down, up and down. Change legs. Then finally, to get our capoeira range of movement, you can do it with a twist as well. So rotate onto your shoulder, push the hips up, and again, clench your buttocks at the top. Down. Okay? Very good, very simple exercise to focus on the buttocks. Okay? So this time we're going to do a little bit of abs work. Abs are really important in the transition part of the macaco, where you're pulling your legs over your head. So we're just going to do some simple leg raises. Okay? So from here, basic movement, hands by the side, lift the legs up and down. Up and down. You can make that a little bit harder. Lift your bum off the floor and down and down. And to mimic the movement we're going to do in the macaco, pull your legs up bent to the chest and extend. Try and keep your shoulders off the floor so you're keeping all your abs tensed while you're doing this. And just extend and back, extend. Good. Shoulder exercise now. A couple of moves just to work on shoulder strength and shoulder mobility. Yeah. So this is the part where you're on one hand in the macaco and you're reaching over. So we're just going to start with some walks. So we're going to lean on this hand. Walk around, stepping one leg over, one leg under, till you come round to the beginning. Then we're going to change side, again step forwards, make sure you're leaning all your weight on your one hand, and then you come back. Okay, now for the next exercise, we need to get used to having our weight above our shoulders. So I'm just going to transition. All we're going to do is a woo, but we're going to try and make sure we give ourselves time on one shoulder. So I'm going to start hand down for the awu. Let's do a nice compact awu because we've got a small space. Up. So I'm trying to hold on one hand for a fraction of a second before putting the second hand down. Good. And that should get you used to having all your weight on one one shoulder. Only for a fraction of a second, but that's all you need for the macaco. Okay? Finally, we're just going to finish with those thighs. The basic movement to your thighs and your glutes as well is just good old-fashioned cockadoo. Yeah? The squat, up, down. Now, when your glutes are happy doing some of those, the next thing you need to do is the squat jump to get some explosive power. Down, up. Okay? Very important. Macaco does involve a jump, you've got to be able to jump. And the final one, to really focus on those glutes and thighs at the same time, do the one leg squat. Less important for macaco, where our legs are firing together, but really important if you want to turn that into an estobado. So, pistol squat, one leg out in front of you. We're going to go down, squat all the way to the bottom, leg out in front like a negativa, but with toes pointing upwards, and then squat back up again. Okay? Down and up, down and up. Really great strength training exercise. Works the thighs and the glutes. Boa. Okay? Very good. That's all the strength training you need. Do those exercises, chain them together, practice, and then we'll get on to part 2.